Hey guys, I thought I'd put together another video going over what I have to work with body-wise on this '69 Skylark convertible. I think a lot of people probably might have would have probably passed over on this car because of the work that does have to be done to the body. You know, it's a 40-year-old car, and it's in Ohio, Northwest Ohio to be exact. So winters aren't exactly very forgiving. So it has a fair amount of rust and rot that has to be replaced. But I'm either like a good challenge, or I'm a glutton for punishment. So, which is probably the latter. Anyway, the guy I got this car off of, I won't say he made a reasonable attempt, but he made an attempt at fixing some things on here, and it's really half-ass cobbled some stuff together. Starting with this, I don't know how well you can see these welds. Or I hate to even call them welds, but I don't know how well you can see these. But whatever. These speak for themselves. So I got to cut all this crap out and start over. You can't tell here, but he plugged up this. I think this is a quarter that they tried to use as a patch. There was another one here. I think it might have been a nickel or something. But regardless, there's a lot of work to do on here. Just starting at the firewall here, you can see, like I said, I've already shown you that. Some of this in here is a little beat up and wavy, but seeing how, like I mentioned in the other video, I'm not doing a concourse restoration. It's doing my own thing. Some might call it a resto mod. So I'm actually going to be cutting a lot of it out. I'm going to be smoothing out this firewall. So all of this all around in here is going to be cut out, and I've got some sheet metal, and it's going to be all smoothed. So this hole will be gone. I pulled out, this was an AC car, so I pulled out the AC and the heat and everything. It's not going to have heat, nothing. I mean, it's a convertible. I won't be driving it in the winter, and although it was an AC car, again, it's a convertible. The top will be down, so I don't really give a shit about the AC. So this is going to be all smoothed out. I'm going to fill in, smooth in some of these dimples. I want a smooth, nice, clean look on the firewall is what I'm after. So that's the route I'll be going. In the cowl area, a lot of these cars, all these A bodies are known for rot down along here, and this one is absolutely no exception. It's rotted out bad all through here, all the way across into here. They do make a panel, a patch piece, so I'm going to give it a try and cut it out and try to work some magic on it and see how well we can clean that up. So that's one thing. The floors. Well, actually, before I get to the floors, let me come back down here. The bottom down here is got a little cancer in it, so that's another piece. Again, they make a patch panel to go in there, so I'll try my hand at that. The rockers are in good shape, believe it or not. I can't believe that they are, but they are. So of course the floors on these cars are always rotted out. Again, the guy tried to do something here who had it before. I don't know, I'm not going to badmouth anybody, I guess, but it'd probably been better if he just didn't touch anything at all. But so I'll be putting all new floor sections in here. It's pretty ate up all the way up into here. This I believe I can save, so I'll be replacing it from the seam all the way back. There's a piece that's gone. Under the seats, where the seats go, they're all just heavily pitted, and they got a bunch of pinholes, so I'm just gonna get rid of it and put all new floor in. It's good through the tunnel and the transmission, so I'll get half. I'll get a left and a right half from the front to back to put in. I believe the braces underneath are in pretty good shape. We can actually, I think, check those out. Maybe. Maybe not. I'll have to make another video of the bottom once I get it on the rotisserie. But regardless, quarter panel. Of course, quarter panel's junk. This one, I think, back in the day, must have been hit and had some previous body work done on it sometime before. When I got this, the guy I bought it off of had grinded off all this Bondo that was here, and here it's actually like, you can't tell in the video, but it's actually probably a good 1/4 inch thick, and he said it was every bit of a 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch thick down here. He already cut this piece out, but it's ate up all around the wheel well, as you can see. So I'll just be putting in a whole new quarter panel, replace all that. Of course, also the trunk floor is junk. That's usually prone to rot and rust. So you can see rotted out. It's all rotted out there. There's holes everywhere that they're not supposed to be. So I'll be putting in a whole new trunk floor also. Luckily, most of these pieces are all they're not terribly expensive because it's a GMA body. So a lot of these pieces are the same for a Chevelle or a Cutlass or a Le Mans, you know, GTO, all those. So the weather strip channel has rot also. There's actually a crack here. That won't be a problem to fix, but gonna find some of these pieces off a donor car to get this all buttoned up, because it's got some bad spots, that's for sure. So over here, actually the passenger side quarter panel, believe it or not, is in good shape. Nothing that I think some light filler won't be able to take care of. So nothing's rotted out on the quarter panel. The wheel well, however, has some issues there and there. So I need to locate wheel wells, rear wheel wells for a convertible. They are different than the hardtop wheel wells because this top section is flat instead of being rounded. It's like that for the convertible top, and I think the pistons, because the pistons that make the convertible top go up, run right in through here also. So, but you know, like I said, I think a lot of people probably would have just kept looking for another project car, but you know, I don't care. I got more time than anything, I guess. So you know, to me, it doesn't bother me. Like I say, there's more rot in the back seat, floor area, but those are easy fixes. So I'm not too worried. You know, like I say, just, you know, it's funny when I called about this car and talked to the guy. You know, I was asking him some stuff over the phone because I found the car on Craigslist, and I was talking to him about it, and I asked him how the sheet metal was on the floor. He says it's great. I just replaced it. I just replaced a bunch of the sheet metal. I was like, wow, that's great. So a few days later, I go down to look at the car, and he's already got it on a lift in his shop. And the first thing I look at is underneath at the floor, and he wasn't kidding. There was new metal there, but his new metal that he welded in was this and that. Like a fool, I thought maybe he was talking about new floorboards, but wrong. You know, and there's another one here, just little things like this, just little, and you know, the welds are just, they're not even really welded, they're just a bunch of splatter, weld splatter that somehow made them stick. I think he was doing it with some flux core wire instead of using gas, but it is what it is. I traded a set of tires for this car, so granted they were a nice set of tires and wheels. Before this I was building a 64 Fairlane Pro Street car that I tubbed out and put a cage in and stuff, so I had the tires from that I was putting on there. They're Mickey Thompsons, big old fat Mickey Thompsons on the back, and Mickey Thompson's up front, and I had some nice centerline 5 stars on it that I ended up trading, so I had no out of pocket for this car, which is probably a good thing, or my wife would have killed me, but like I say, it is what it is. I like a good project, so I got one. But that's all. Just a little video to show you what I have to work with body wise, and there's definitely a lot of work here to do. So like I said in the other video when I was showing you the frame, I'll be making a video when I get the block back from the machinist, go over some of the stuff we're going to be doing on it and what I'm putting into it. But I'll make another video too when I get some of this body work done. It'll be a little bit. I want to get the short block done on the car first before I start getting into this, but I'll check back with you later. Thanks for watching.